Hey everyone, my name is James. I want to share with you an experience that changed my life forever. A few weeks ago, I had a near-death experience that was unlike anything I've ever imagined. During that time, Jesus appeared to me and took me on a journey to a very special place, Arlington National Cemetery. Walking through the rows of white tombstones, I could feel the weight of sacrifice, honor, and love. Jesus was with me every step of the way, and what he said about our soldiers shook me to my core. It wasn't just about their bravery or patriotism, it was about something much deeper, the eternal significance of their lives and sacrifices. Jesus spoke about the cost of war, the souls of the fallen, and the honor they carry in heaven. He showed me visions of the battles, the courage, and the faith of these men and women who gave everything for freedom. The experience was humbling, emotional, and deeply inspiring. I want to take you through every detail, every word Jesus spoke, and every vision I saw in this sacred place. If you're ready, let's begin this journey together, continuing from where we left off as Jesus and I walked through Arlington Cemetery. He began to share with me profound truths about the soldiers buried there. He told me that many of these brave men and women carried a deep faith, often hidden beneath the surface of the battlefield chaos. Their sacrifices were not only physical, but spiritual, offered up with courage and love that extended beyond this life. Jesus explained that every soldier who died with a sincere heart was honored in heaven. Their bravery was more than just acts of war. It was a testament to their willingness to lay down their lives for others. He said, "Their souls are precious to me, and I hold them close." I saw vivid visions of battles, moments of fear, hope, and faith shining through the darkness. Soldiers praying quietly in foxholes, helping one another despite the horrors around them. Jesus emphasized that these acts of faith and love are never forgotten. He also spoke about the families left behind, their grief and their faith, and how he comforts and sustains them. The weight of loss is heavy, but so is the promise of reunion in eternity. The vision made me appreciate the depth of sacrifice and the spiritual warfare that often goes unseen. It wasn't just history. It was a living testimony of faith in action. This part of the experience was deeply moving and humbling, reminding me of the true cost of freedom. As we continued our walk through Arlington, Jesus pointed to specific graves and shared stories of courage, redemption, and faith that many would never know. He told me about soldiers who had struggled with doubt and fear but found strength in him at the most desperate moments. One story stood out, a young soldier who, despite his fears, prayed earnestly before battle and was surrounded by a peace that surpassed understanding. Jesus said, that peace carried him through death into eternal life. It struck me how faith can be a soldier's greatest weapon, far beyond any gun or strategy. Jesus also showed me how some soldiers had laid down their lives not just in battle, but in acts of mercy, protecting civilians, rescuing comrades, and choosing compassion in the face of brutality. Their sacrifices were woven with love and grace. I realized that these acts, seen or unseen by the world, echo in heaven. The soldier's courage is honored not just by monuments, but by God's eternal recognition. Jesus reminded me that every soldier is a child of God, worthy of dignity and honor. Their stories inspire courage and hope for all who hear them. This part of the vision deeply moved me, and I felt a calling to share these stories, to honor not just the fallen, but the faith and humanity that shaped them. In this part of the vision, Jesus took me to a quiet section of Arlington where families had laid flowers and letters on graves. He explained the profound connection between the sacrifices of the soldiers and the ongoing struggles of those they left behind. Jesus showed me how many families carry invisible wounds, grief, loneliness, and unanswered questions, but he is there, offering comfort and peace. He said, "The pain of loss is great, but my love is greater." I carry their sorrow and bring healing. I saw mothers and fathers, children and spouses clinging to faith amidst heartbreak. Jesus reminded me that honoring the soldiers includes caring for their families and communities. He also shared a vision of reunion, a future where the fallen and their loved ones are reunited in perfect peace, free from pain and sorrow. This part of the journey was both somber and hopeful, a reminder that sacrifice extends beyond the battlefield into the hearts of those left behind. Jesus called me to pray for these families, to support them, and to share their stories of courage and resilience. It moved me deeply, and I felt a responsibility to lift up their voices and honor their sacrifices with compassion. As we walked further, Jesus revealed the unseen spiritual battles that accompany physical wars. He showed me how soldiers not only fight earthly enemies, but also face spiritual darkness that seeks to overwhelm them. These battles often go unnoticed, but their impact is profound. Jesus explained that many soldiers prayed for protection and strength against these invisible forces. Some even experienced moments of divine intervention, times when their faith shielded them from harm or gave them courage to face impossible odds. I saw visions of angels standing guard, battles between light and darkness happening alongside physical combat. The spiritual realm is very real, and the soldier's faith plays a crucial role in these unseen wars. Jesus honored their courage not just in battle, but in their spiritual perseverance. He said, "Their faith is a shield that guards their souls and the souls of many." I felt a deep respect and awe for the sacrifices made on both levels, the seen and the unseen. This part of the vision challenged me to recognize the spiritual warfare that impacts us all and to support our soldiers in prayer and love. It was a call to stand with those who stand for freedom in body and spirit. Jesus then showed me a powerful moment, a scene where he personally welcomed the souls of the fallen soldiers into heaven, their faces lit up with joy and relief, free from pain and sorrow. He spoke of the honor and reward awaiting those who sacrifice their lives for peace and freedom. He said, "Each soul is precious to me, and their bravery is not forgotten. Their sacrifice echoes through eternity." I saw the soldiers reunited with loved ones who had passed before, embraced by a love so profound it transcended all earthly understanding. It was a glimpse of the eternal peace and joy that awaits faithful warriors. Jesus reminded me that their sacrifices have eternal value and that they are now part of a glorious family, honored and cherished forever. This vision filled me with comfort and hope, knowing that those who give their lives in service are held in God's loving arms. It inspired me to honor their memory with gratitude and to live with a deeper appreciation for the freedoms they secured. In this part of the vision, Jesus shared a message for all of us, the living. He urged us to remember the sacrifices made by these soldiers and to honor their legacy by living lives of purpose, courage, and faith. He said, "Do not take their sacrifices for granted. Carry their legacy forward by standing for truth, justice, and love." The vision showed me people inspired by the fallen, dedicating themselves to service, compassion, and unity. Jesus reminded me that honoring soldiers means more than ceremonies. It means living lives that reflect the values they fought for: freedom, dignity, and peace. He called on communities to support veterans and their families, to heal wounds and to build bridges rather than walls. This part filled me with a deep sense of responsibility, to live with gratitude and to encourage others to do the same. It was a powerful call to action, reminding me that each of us has a role in preserving the spirit of sacrifice and courage. The final part of the vision left me with overwhelming peace and hope. Jesus showed me a beautiful scene of unity and eternal rest, a vision of heaven where the souls of the soldiers stand together, free from pain, rejoicing in eternal life. He said, "Their sacrifices have not been in vain. They are celebrated in my kingdom, surrounded by love and eternal peace." I saw the soldiers smiling, reunited with family and friends, their battles behind them and their spirits soaring in joy. Jesus called on all of us to remember their legacy, not just in words, but in hearts and actions, living with courage, kindness, and faithfulness. And he reminded me that the freedoms we enjoy are precious and costly. and that honoring those who paid the price is a sacred duty. This vision gave me a renewed sense of purpose, to live with gratitude, to pray for the living and the fallen, and to be a light in the world. Thank you for listening to my story. I pray it inspires you to cherish freedom, honor sacrifice, and walk boldly in faith.